Well, I am the tribal liaison for at-large citizens, and my job consists of doing more of an outreach to our at-large citizens that live outside the Muscogee Creek Nation territorial boundaries. And so that's, I am able to navigate them through our tribal services, that they qualify for, because normally our federal funds that we receive are normally set for the, in territorial boundary services. So. I believe that it's a much needed position to be a liaison to our citizens that are out there that have no, they don't know the information that's here available to them, and my job is to get that information out there with them, using public relations, Muscogee media, and so is to get things out there that they are qualified for, and I think a lot of it has to do with, just sometimes just staying in touch with them and being there for them, and if they have questions, they could always go to me. I do have a place on the website that some of the services that they do qualify for, and but that's something that I feel like it's a much needed, being that growing up living outside the territory, I've seen that what my dad had to go through, living outside the boundaries and not able to receive any kind of benefit. But now that the tribe has grown so much in services and things that they're able to provide for our citizens, now we have things that we can put out there for them to use, like our higher education, some of the social services, the education, employment and training things that we have available. Also, we do have the, our, like our realty. We're fixing to do a Oklahoma City outreach tomorrow, which is October the 6th. And we're going to do an outreach to them to be more like a satellite office. We're able to go there quarterly, and we're going to do quarterly outreaches there, which is it's just an hour and a half or an hour away. So it makes it more feasible for us to go there during the work week, so, and eventually we're looking at possibly going to Dallas-Fort Worth to do maybe a semi-annual or annual, and hopefully out to other states like California, New Mexico, Tennessee, and Florida, and in Wichita. So those are some of the things that we have in the works right now. Right now we do have an at-large Facebook page that a lot of people are on social media, and I do navigate, and my job is to look for. I search them out to find out if there's a need on Facebook or Twitter, if there's any need out there. I always try to go ahead and find them, message them if they need any help, because a lot of times, there are some, not just at-large citizens, but citizens in general that do fall through the cracks, or maybe they might have been misinformed, maybe, but I really want to be out there for them to give them the correct information, to direct them to the appropriate place that they need to go, and the services that they need. And so, but I would use, I do use social media as that, the website, and also as much as possible with our information from the nation, or public relations, and sending things through our Muscogee media and publications. So. Being around the tribe, almost over 15 years, it's, being in the public relations area, you learn a lot. The services, and what's available to the people. And, being in this position, it just allows me to actually help them instead of just giving the information, to be able to be that hands and feet for them for, if they're out there, then I can be the hands and feet for them here at the Capitol. But being the experience I have is just being here and knowing the policy and procedures of what needs to be done, working close with all the services we have here to make it easier for them to be a part of the tribe, and the main thing is to make them feel a part, because being that disconnected, and We want to be able to be there for them as much as possible, whether it be online or I'm a phone call away. I do have information that I can give, and so, but that's something I feel like that I can bring to as far as experience. It's just being here. That right there, that would just be dependent on, I look at it as just working for the people. I feel like that if I just concentrate on being there for the people, because this is what this position is about, and I feel like that no matter what, if my focus stays on taking care of our at-large citizens, and not just the at-large citizens, but the citizens in general, because that's my heart, and it's always been my heart and passion to be here for the people, working close with the administration, and also, with the National Council representatives as well. But I believe if I just stay connected with the people and do what I'm able to do, I don't foresee any kind of, being under this administration. I believe that this will still carry on, because it's a much needed position, whether if I'm here or not. I'm just thankful and grateful to be here in this position to get things going and to be a part of what's happening. So. This position, I think that, it was more or less created for the benefit of navigating our citizens to our services. And that's kind of where we're still standing right now. If it opens up to being able to advocate, that would, I'm not sure how that can work out, but I know that there are some things that can benefit our at-large citizens with services, expanding those things. And I've heard, and I listen to them, and I listen to the need and and some ideas, and I think it's some great things. I think it's a possibility to help to eventually expand this office in that direction. I believe that it would be a good thing, but at this time, I am here just to navigate our tribal citizens through our services and just to be there for them, and a lot of times just to be that point of contact and have that face for them. And lately it's been going good. I don't just use our tribal services as a resource. I also go out and look at wherever the area they live in, like in Sacramento or Nashville. There are some other Indian health services that are available to them that they could reach out to, or other block grants, some things that they qualify for, that they may not qualify here. But I also go out beyond our tribal services to whatever's out there available to them that they may not know. So those are some of the things that I do as well. But when it does come to advocating for our tribal citizens, maybe that might be something that we could expand on one day. But at this time, right now we're just looking at just navigating them through our services. My goal is to try to, work with all our services to, whether it be, we had in the past associations in California. One started up in New Mexico. I recently made a trip to Nashville or Tennessee area, where we do have some citizens out there that would like to begin a association. Recently I also talked to somebody in Kentucky that would be willing to drive down a couple of hours just to be a part of that as well. If it has to be a tri-state type of association, that's our goal. We can possibly get something in place, working along with our community services here at the tribe that deal with our charter communities and associations. So that's our long-term goal. It takes some time to build. And to be able to have that representation and outreaches, and our goal is to do outreaches to all these areas that have heavy populated tribal citizens. So, and that's as far as what I like people to know is, we're doing our best to do some outreaches, and we'll be sending information to you guys to publish as well, to the ones that receive your newspaper, and that way it's available. Those dates will be available to them.